DSS after Emefiele over primitive gun. Left Asari Dokubo with assault rifle, Inibehe, Effingham. A legal practitioner and social critic, Inibehe Effingham, has called out the DSS over how it is handling the case of Gordon Emefiele, the suspended CBN governor. Effingham claimed that the agency shamelessly went after Emefiele over possession of primitive guns, while Asari Dokubo, who he said had publicly displayed an assault rifle, was busy raising a private army and walking freely. You see, the interesting thing is with Asari Dokubo and, him parading his guns and his army, militia, whatever, nothing is to be seen about that. But then obviously with IPOB, having their security network, it becomes a problem and they're dubbed a terrorist group. Out of both, parties, that's, IPOB and IPOB's ESN and what Asari Dokubo is doing, which appears more terrorist-like, especially given what, Asari Dokubo has said about the Igbos in the past. It's just absolutely, it's ridiculous in my opinion. So with the guns, I'm not saying that, again, we don't know the internal discussions going on, or the relations. I don't know. But if it's a thing where for some internal beef, this whole accusation is put against Emefiele just to ridicule him or teach him a lesson, that's on them. But saying that it's true, maybe it is true that, Emefiele did have guns. Holding him custody is not necessarily going to do anything. I don't know what they're trying to do. So I feel like for those in the circle, within that political space, they know what they're trying to do. And the injustice, you can see it's flagrant, it's blatant every single day. And you always question it. But what can you do about it? Well, this lawyer ends up saying Tinubu must accept responsibility for the invasion of the court. The judiciary is now at the mercy of a lawless agency of executive arm of government. I call on the judiciary to rise up and defend its integrity and independence. Honestly, if all the lawyers, SAMs, legal practitioners, are on his side, who said that, they can't make change? Exactly. But that's not going to happen. Why? Because everyone's been bought. And I don't think now, in his, in these lawyers' words, that now the country is at the mercy of a lawless agency. It's always been at the mercy of a lawless agency. It's just this system that has been created and has repeated, and the system's gotten stronger because even with changes in administration, the same theme of impunity, corruption, and all the worst things you can think of continue time and time again. Let's look at the comments section. Nigeria is becoming a complete failed nation under the APC government. I don't know why it takes another government for you to realize a government that is so bad. Well, a government that is bad, it's fine. But a government that is so bad, then you realize, oh, wow, we really failed. We've been getting here. Nigeria has already failed. Now is not the time to recognize it. I don't think so. Interestingly enough, another comment here says, it is because Emefiele is an Igbo man, that is why they can prosecute him for possessing a gun. And that is just like, this is basically where we are. We're going to get into a phase of, is it because I'm Igbo? Like, it's begun, but now for people, for Igbos seeing this on a bigger scale with people in office and holding strong positions, them being prosecuted like this, even then shows with the power, with where they are, they're gonna be treated like that. But again, I try not to take sides because at the end of the day, us or the people who are analyzing, trying to keep informed, we will never truly know the real context as to what's going on. Obviously, we can point out that things are wrong, but if we are not involved, we are really not involved, and trying to take sides and say this person is wrong, this person is right, I don't know. Emefiele already exists in a very dirty game. So it's already hard to trust your credibility, even if someone says he's a genuine person. That is Tinubu Kursi, the worst administration in African history. But I don't understand. Why are people being so dramatic? Nigeria has been failing. It's not that Tinubu got into presidency and then, from a high position and, functioning level, we just came downwards. No, we've been progressively going down. I think that's why Nigerians need to stop being delusional and stop being distracted, because Nigeria has been going on a downward slope since the beginning. In certain administrations, we went faster than expected, but we can't act surprised when we can see the ruins of Nigeria right in our faces. Because before, you couldn't see it. You really couldn't see it. But I think in these elections, you could see, wow, okay, the prejudice, the impunity, the lack of regulation, the standards, corruption. We've seen it in our faces. And now it's blatant than ever. Not that it didn't exist, but because it continued, it hadn't been checked. Now it can be done openly because nothing will be done about it. And that's a scary place to be in. But anyways, put what you think about us in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.